7 years ago, the oblate took over the parish, and they closed the St. John the Baptist, and they moved the parishioner in St. John the Baptist to St. Patrick. And in here, the Vietnamese community was here since 1985, and it was there's a Vietnamese priest, diocesan priest. He takes care of the Vietnamese community and Cambodian community too. And he passed away 4 years ago. So that's the reason why I'm here. Because the oblate in the US, they don't have the Vietnamese oblate. So they want to keep the Vietnamese community in this parish. We have the, first of all, the Irish, then secondly the Spanish, then we have the Cambodian, and we have the Vietnamese. And lately, just last year, we have the Burmese. So in Sunday Mass, we have five different language masses for different ethnic groups. Right now, we have 4 oblates living here. And Father Paul, he's the pastor. He takes care of the Spanish and English. And Father Daniel, help out in Spanish and Cambodian. And I'm taking care of the Vietnamese and Burmese. On Sunday, Vietnamese Sunday Mass, we have about 250 to 300. So that chapel is not packed. Because some people have to sit outside to see that. And for the last 2 years, so a little bit hard. And the people, they don't want to move up, because if in upstairs, the church and upstairs mainly, it is kind of huge, big, and the people, they don't feel the kind of the closeness. Later I discovered that. So the people kind of more sad, they've been closest when they in downstairs chapel. They have 3 generations. The first generation came here as the boat people, or came here in 1975. And the second, and with the and later HO program, so the same age, and we have the. I don't know that we can call generation or not, but they came with the family, or they came here as a boat people when they are young, like 10 years old, 5 years old, something like that, with their uncle and brother, sister, and the generation was born here. They're not totally like American, but they are not totally like Vietnamese. So they are somehow in between the American and Vietnamese. So it kind of creates another culture there. It's very hard. Because I suggest them to go to English Mass. So they don't not really get involved into that. But they not really totally, fully participate in Vietnamese Mass. It's interesting that they are in between. So, so the parents worry about that too, and I'm worried about. So how to pass on, how to keep the faith continuing, it is really challenge, especially with the young people. I joined the oblate because I want to be missionaries. But at the beginning, I thought that I want to kind of send out to work in the other country, like in South America or Africa or Asia. Right? And after ordained, so I would send to work a little bit in Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia. But then later, I kind of, the more I involved in the work, I see missionary is not necessary to go out to the other country, but right here at home, so we have to do that too. When I start to work with the Vietnamese or with some Canadians and or the other ethnic groups, I start to realize that we need to rebuild our faith. The term now in church, new evangelization, kind of that. Because most of the, I can see like the Vietnamese, or in the kid now that you see, our faith, our catechism or our Bible, what we know about Jesus, what we know about the church, what we know about catechism, is actually not from the church, but from media, from movie, from TV, from the book, words written to make the show, not by the Catholic. So our faith somehow is off the track, because you see the kids when they come to the Mass, they feel boring. Most of them are very active. They want to and they start to talk to each other, and they don't feel kind of get into the Mass. So I start to think, so how can I bring them kind of participate and not only them, but the parent. So I just say, well, we have to train them and we have to encourage them. And they, so I formed the group lecturers, young people, very young people, like I can say from 8 to 12. Because I think, well, if in order to nourish their faith, we have to start as soon as possible. So can let them read. And part of it, the parents like it because I ask them to read in Vietnamese. So that means I create kind of the parent and kid relationship at home. Because you see, each kid, if they do the reading on Sunday, at least the parent have to teach them at home 2-3 hours before that. And to teach the Vietnamese is very hard. Because my intention is to rebuild the relationship between the parent and kid. Because you see, they work, they back from work and just eat dinner, and then the kid disappear. They get into their room, and the parent go to living room, watch TV, whatever. So how to bring them together? So this reading forces them to be together. So they help in the mass, and they do the collection money. So once a month, the first Sunday of the month, so they have the kid do everything and let them to do it. And they love to do it.